with a little check-in. So just so you know, this channel is supposed to be about my journey back to self, and has to do with my relationships with other people, including those in my family, those who I choose to be intimate with, the whole nine. So you're gonna get like a whole gamut of things. Oh, relationships with people at work, the whole nine. What you've been experiencing so far. So let's talk about my mama first, Miss Marjorie. So she's been out of the hospital and was placed in rehab for those who are recovering from COVID and on dialysis, which I had mentioned before. And didn't have a really good experience at the first place. You know, they kept talking about her refusing treatment and this, that, and the other. And, you know, unfortunately, when you're on dialysis, there are other underlying health issues that she's experienced over the years. And part of that was just uncomfortable for her. And they made it a big issue, which my sister and I just was like, okay, no. So she ended up back in the hospital, but is in a better rehab. Now the funny thing is that this rehab place she's been to before, she says the rehab is great, the food is not good. The other place was crappy, but the food was good. Go figure. We just need her to be somewhere safe, somewhere that is going to give her the dialysis that she needs and give her the rehab that she needs so she can strengthen her body back after COVID. This has been a long process. Like when they talk about long haulers, I think that they talk about those people who have underlying health issues, and I think this is what I'm seeing because I had COVID, but I, thank God, came out of it okay. You know, I don't have, you know, any long-term effects like some others are experiencing, which I feel is really unfortunate. But anyway, so she's doing better. Don't know how long she's gonna be there. I told her she needs to stay there as long as need be, so that she can get her strength up, so that she can get herself around. Especially with her being in a manual wheelchair. You know, if not, I told her, you know, my sister and I mentioned that you may need to think about a motorized one, which, you know, I never understood. No, I do understand why she said that she didn't want it, because she didn't want to lose her arm strength, you know, because, you know, manually she has to push and push and push, so I get it. But going into my personal, so yesterday I got a phone call from my previous person, and it was kind of out the blue. I don't call him because I want to focus on the right now, what I have going on right now. And anytime I see him, you know, I'm like, those feelings come back up, you know, because I still care for him a great deal. I still love him. I'm not in love with him, but I do still love him. You know, just checking on me just to make sure I was okay, which is appreciative. You know, I told him I would do that from time to time. You know, not often, but yeah. But it made me think about something my pastor had talked about yesterday during his sermon, which was called Watch the Time, which came, oh Lord, don't give me Book of Joshua, where Joshua and Caleb told the children of Israel that, you know, the land that they were in was their inheritance, Joshua and Caleb's inheritance, and was actually the children's inheritance that were actually not those that came from the desert, but those that were born in the wilderness. They were able to inherit this land as well. And he talked about time, and that the time we're in right now is where we're supposed to be. And, you know, it just made me think about him and what I'm experiencing currently. And it made me just feel as if, you know, not only am I in the right place being here in Phoenix, but I'm in the right place being in the space that I am in currently. And that sometimes, you know, for those of you who read the Bible, there's a verse talking about a time and a season. And, you know, sometimes those seasons bring forth a harvest, and sometimes they don't, because you don't plant correctly. Ooh, that's a word. Ooh, that's a word from on high. And, you know, you till this ground often, and you plant, hoping that, you know, something will come about, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. And for me, that it didn't. But I'm praying that what I'm planting now is going to be bountiful. Because it's a different type of seed being planted. So it's going to be a different type of harvest, God willing. And I'm excited about it. You know, this is what I wanted previously, but I think this is what I'm going to get in the space that I'm in now. And it makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. You know, I just never thought that I would, and I said this before, want this with someone else. I never in my life thought I would want this with someone else. But the thing is, I have to give it a chance. You know, I need to see what is going to come about. So, yeah. Like the stuff at work. I'm going to see what happened over the weekend. So this will be interesting. We have a webinar about the new COVID protocols tonight. And I'm fielding questions that are coming in from the members. And, you know, some have come in already and will more than likely be addressed tonight. And, because I think I'm going to tune in to see, you know, what's going on, so I can understand. So that's about it. That's about all I had. You know, things are going good. I think I found a doctor. That's another journey, part of my journey back to self. I found a doctor. I had an appointment at 7 a.m. on Friday, which is weird. I hope this chick is there on time, because, you know, I don't get the 7 a.m. appointment time, but you know what? I'm grateful that it's there, because then I can still go to work. So that's my other journey back to self, is getting my health back together. So, but anyway, let me keep on driving. You see the sun is all in my face. It's supposed to be 70 here today. That's why I moved here. I love it here. I love it. But anyway, have a great rest of your day, and I hope that it is prosperous and that you achieve something today and learn something new that you hadn't learned before. So this is your sister, Shy Soul. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Leave a comment. You know, I'm interested. So talk to you later.